Oh, crikey, I didn't see you there. No worries though, I reckon you showed up right on time. Take a look, take a gander over there. You see that bugger right there? I've been searching all night when me protein made us start thrashing about. But enough of that. I say we get a closer look, mates, don't you think? Follow me. What a beauty of a protein. There's no other compound quite like them. With their unique 3D structure, it's no wonder I'm poaching, hunting such a place. It seems to be in its quaternary structure, a full-fledged protein, I reckon. It's hard to tell from here. I say we take them in for evaluation, don't you think? Get him! Hey, welcome back, me friends. As you can see, we managed to catch this rascal. Why don't we ask him a few questions? Wake up, you mongrel. Alright, let's get down to business. What are you?
I'm a protein, mister. Where the hell am I?
Interesting. What are you fellows made of, by the way?
We're made of amino acids, sir. 20 different kinds to be specific. Each one's got an alpha carbon, an R group, an amino group, and a carboxyl group.
Got any structure? How can there be so many of you? What in the blazes are some of your properties?
Yes, sir. We do have structure, and we've got specific shapes and specialties, mind you. But the R group is what determines the properties of our amino acids. If it's of any use to you, mister, we have hydrophobic and hydrophilic acids.
That's rather interesting. Why don't you tell me more about your structure?
As I've said, our shapes determine our function. Polymers of amino acids bond and bind, allowing us certain amino acids to bind which boon us with our properties.
I'd almost forgotten had you not reminded me. How do your amino acids bond?
While amino acids are linked by dehydration synthesis, there's also semblances of covalent linkage.
And then what, you scoundrel?
Well then, it becomes a peptide bond, and a polypeptide is formed, our polymers.
And I'd presume the sequence of these is what allows for vast variety and functions, yes?
That is correct.
We're not quite finished yet, feral protein. Where can I find the rest of you vermin? How do I identify you?
I won't sell out my kind.
You best, otherwise you'll get the lump. Would be a mighty shame if you were to be denatured completely.
You wretched devil. I'll tell you.
Excellent. Now spit it out.
Proteins can be found in enzymes where they get their globular shape. Structural proteins whose shapes are long, thin, and fibrous can be found in hair, tendons, ligaments, and muscles.
Would you care to enlighten me on any other method to denature and subdue them? I already know of heat and soul.
You can also use pH.
I'll keep that in mind. Now why don't you tell me about your structures so I know which ones to eradicate?
Our primary structures consist of amino acids and polypeptide chains. Our secondary structure is what forms the polypeptides coil or fold into local patterns, typically making pleated sheets or an alpha helix.
Tad familiar with your kind. Your tertiary structures are your overall 3D shapes, where hydrogen and ionic bonds in tandem with interactions of R groups give specific indentations and bulges, thus your function.
How do you know this?
I'm all too familiar with your kind. Your coordinate structures are merely the result of your subunits being held together, right?
If you knew all this, then why did you abduct me?
There's a simple reason for that. I'm trying to educate my audience.
Where? What? You guys gotta help me. He's a madman. Please! Save me!
Oh, hush now. I'm sorry you fellas had to see that. I'll make sure he's on best behavior next time. Well, until then, thanks for watching.
Scatman's World.